Nathaniel, good afternoon. I'm going to read a quote to you. I hope we can run it back in Glasgow again. It's not often fighters get the run back, and especially where they want it, but you've got just that. Are you happy that we're here?
Yeah, I'm glad, like I said. Well, I'm assuming that quote's me.
It is you, it is you. That was in the ring after the fight.
Yeah, I'm glad it's back. I'm going to get the chance to kind of right a wrong, what I feel's a wrong. And I've got the opportunity to do it even on a bigger scale than last time at the Hydro. So, biggest venue and biggest, most well-known venue in Scotland. So, yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing.
How did it feel when the call came through saying we can do this?
I was kind of looking forward. I was kind of expecting it to happen because the WBC had put out, you know, it's getting done again. So, but I was like majorly excited when I heard it was a Hydro, because that's like a dream come true. So it cannot get bigger than that.
Tell me about the moment that that dream happened, that you realised that's going to be me one day. I want to be at that arena, fighting on that card, fighting in front of my own fans at the top of the bill.
I think like growing up in Glasgow, when you're boxing, that's the only place that you can look at and go, I want to be there. I mean, the Hydro never existed when I was young, and I was watching people like Ricky Burns, and they were headlining shows in the SEC just across the road. So, you know, then Ricky went on to headline at the Hydro, Josh went on to headline at the Hydro. This will be my third time fighting at the Hydro, but I'm headlining now, so it's crazy.
So it was the draw last time. How did you feel? And this is a two-part question. How did you feel in the moment? But then how did you feel upon reflection when the dust began to settle and the days and weeks passed?
Yeah, in the moment, I thought I'd been hard done to be honest. I thought the first kind of 6 rounds, I won every round, and you know, I barely get touched. It was a boxing lesson. I hurt him in the 6th and clipped him, and kind of the crowd took over, and I lost my mind. So, you know, that's not going to happen this time, and I've learned a lesson for that. And upon reflection now, you know, I let it be closer than it should have been, not because he's better than me, just because my own mistakes. So,
so you blame yourself?
I blame myself, yeah. But at the same time, I do think I won that fight. So,
do you allow yourself to think about? I mean, you mentioned the WBC a moment ago. Do you allow yourself to think, this is an eliminator? This is, you know, what could happen next? Do you allow yourself to think about that, or are you focused here?
No, I think about it all the time. I'm in touching distance of a world title. I watch the champion, and you know, I've seen him just win it, and it's something I think about all the time. But I know that I need to get through this.
We were speaking just on the way up here, the fact that it's a rematch, and it's such a recent rematch as well. This is not like 5 years ago. Your rematch with Lorente, do you study for it? Do you know how he's going to move? So are tapes irrelevant, or like what happens here?
Yeah, I mean, I studied for it the first time, and that was why, you know, first half of that fight I was able to put on a clinic. The mistake I made the first time was I'd seen him get hurt, and I thought I had the power to finish him, and I didn't realise the resilience or maybe grit he had, because it's not something I've seen before in him, but now I've experienced that, and you know, I know what to deal with, and you know, my team have watched that, and this time I'll listen to the advice of my team rather than the roar of the crowd.
I mean, ask a silly question, I guess, but do you have respect for him in the sense that you know he can go to the well when needed, or do you think you can push him further than he went last time and he won't be able to dig deep enough for that?
No, I've got respect for him. I've got respect for everyone that fight, and you know, he showed something last time that I know I've got in myself, so I can only respect that, but he'll know that I've got that as well, because of, you know, the style of fight it ended up in that second half. He knows I can go at the well. He knows there's no quit in me. There's no nothing in me. So when I turn it on this time,
So
you know.
the improvement you have to make is,
Yeah.
is mentally, really. It's, like you say, to drown out that noise.
Yeah,
When the
absolutely.
volume goes up to 11, you've got to keep it level in here.
Absolutely, because I showed we're not on the same level skill-wise. We're not on the same level boxing ability. The only thing that showed through there was, you know, I'm eager to finish people, and that's probably at world level a bad attitude to have when the crowd can take over your mind.
So we spoke about what might happen next, and Bruce Carrington, and you know, other fights down the line. What are your thoughts on Bruce, the current champion? He's going to be watching.
Yeah, of course.
So what are your thoughts on him?
Yeah, he's a quality operator. That's undeniable, and he's got skill. Last fight I seen, he got hurt a few times. He dealt with it, but he can be hurt, and I think if I watch his opponents, I can see where they're making mistakes that he can exploit. So, yeah, I think I've got a good read on him, to be honest.
What about other British fights? You know the names that I'm going to mention. What about those fights? Do you keep an eye on those? Do you have any thoughts on those? Any names in mind?
Yeah, obviously I was at the Ball fight commentating. Wasn't the result that I expected at all, but I'm sure he'll bounce back from that. If he doesn't go to super featherweight, that's a big fight down the line still. You've got other guys, but I'm not really focused on like my goals now. World titles. He's had his time with world titles. Other titles aren't a bother to me. You know, I'm in that #1 position, and I want to be a world champion. So whoever's holding a belt is who can get it.
Does it go the distance with Lorente this time?
Hopefully not, but I won't be looking for the finish. I'll be looking to put on a boxing masterclass.
We can't wait. Thank you very much, Nathaniel.
Thank you.